Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt. Standard ammunition review today. Over here on my channel, we like to run ammunition through various different barrel lengths to check for velocity, loss, and or gain. We give you guys a practical accuracy test and then we send you off with this data. We have one of my most popular calibers today besides 5.7, and that is a 9mm. This is from SAR USA. This is a 124 grain full metal jacket 9mm NATO loading. Let's throw him on the table and talk about what we're going to do today. We have a wide variety of barrel lengths from 3 inches all the way up to and including 16-inch for our PCC fans. We use a Pro PAL Digital DLX to get those velocities. We're going to also do, just a general reliability function test. I have a very small lot of only 100 to 150 rounds of this, and it doesn't really give you that long-term reliability, but if I see any issues here with this small lot size, you probably can extrapolate that out to know that you could potentially have issues in your guns using this ammunition. We'll start with our 3-inch barrel first. This is our Springfield Hellcat. We have the Apex flat face trigger kit in here, and new for 2022 is the M-Carbo titanium striker in here, as well as their spring kit to lighten the trigger pull. You got to be careful sometimes with lighter sear springs that you may not get reliable ignition when you get into harder primers, so that will be interesting to see with a 9mm marked NATO load if these have hard primers or not. Air. Gotta be careful we don't get too many airs. I have just enough for today's testing with this ammo. Now on to our 4-inch. This is our Glock 19 Gen 4 MOS with a Holosun 407C up top. We have the Apex flat face trigger kit in this as well. Not really gaining a lot of velocity with this load. That's not a good sign. Now on to our 4.5-inch. This is from Palmetto. Someone correct me in the comments below. Our dagger. This is pretty much a Gen 3 Glock 19 clone. We have the M-Carbo flat face trigger kit in here. Factory threaded barrel from Palmetto. I haven't brought this one out in a while, but we've got our Beretta M9A3. This has a 5-inch barrel. I wanted to run the Blackbeard's custom trigger shoe to see how well it worked. This is really designed for good single action pull. Typically with a double action, you want that really rounded trigger to be smooth through the pull. But so far, so good. I do believe they only have the one color. Ideally, they should offer different anodized colors, but it goes with the theme of 50 Shades of Flat Dark Earth. Didn't let that reset. We actually lost velocity with this gun. That's typically why I don't use this anymore. I don't know if the barrel and chamber are cut differently on this to accept a wider variety of ammunition, since it was designed to be the M9 a one replacement or whatever for the US Army. I should contact Beretta about it. You can tell I'm not used to this trigger. I'm used to some of these Glock triggers that have that more audible and forceful reset, so I didn't ride the trigger out to reset on the one I nosedived a little bit. And now for an oddball, new for late 2022. This is our 6-inch barrel. This is an UTAS, someone correct me in the comments below, Mini 9. This is pretty much a blowback 9mm. I picked it up from Atlantic Firearms on Black Friday special for $2.99. It's got an adapter in the back for a buffer tube. We may have to SBR this. Takes Glock mags, which I like, and at least from the get-go, it takes AR triggers. I have the AIM single stage in here. We'll have to see how well it runs. Well, that's not a good thing already. I didn't find too many reviews online about this gun, and the ones I did find say the magazines aren't the greatest that come with it. And you have to watch out for a bullet setback. We're not going to shoot that guy. We'll definitely have to experiment with more rounds downrange with this and different magazines. I'll have to get a sling or brace or something so we're not just wielding it and putting pressure on the magazine that could have caused some of the failures. Like I said, watch out for any jams because you could get bullet setback. I'm sure this might be fine to fire because it's not a +B+ loading, but we're going to throw that one aside. And now for my favorite pistol caliber carbine. This is our 7.72-inch CZ Scorpion Evo 3 S1 SBR. Had this for a long time and I love shooting it. Got a primary arms dot up top, bunch of HBI parts, R.A.N.G.E trigger. And now for our 16-inch, this is all my PCC fans' favorite barrel length. This is our Palmetto State Armory AR-V9. It takes our Scorpion Evo 9 magazines. Got the single stage custom trigger in there from them, SIG Romeo 5, and a Yankee Hill single port QD muzzle brake. Got a little bit of gas to the face. I would say the only downside to our AR-V9 is that there's not a brass deflector on there, and because I'm left-handed and I shoot left-handed, I get a considerable amount of the blowback gases in my face when shooting. Here is our SAR USA 9mm 124 grain NATO. At 25 yards, we're using the 16-inch AR-V9 with a primary arms, first focal plane scope, 18 power with all those zooms, Mr. Hootie Hoo. Minimal to no wind today, 40 to 45 degrees. Our first group was .987, and we shot one at .724 inches, and then our best group was .441 inches. For a full metal jacket, typically in 9mm at 25 yards, where I cap the practical accuracy at that at, we normally see around an inch to inch and a half, and typically with our hollow point bullets, we get these half-inch or under groups. So this is a very exceptional load in terms of accuracy, at least in my guns with my skill set. It is in a lead sled, so I've got pretty darn good control of the gun. Well, everyone, that wraps up another test over here at the range. As far as our SAR USA 9mm goes, I would say it's more of a mild loading than a true 9mm NATO loading. Some of that Winchester M1152 stuff and some of the other NATO marked ammunition that I've tested in the past has certainly gave us hotter velocities. Now on the flip side, the accuracy on this particular full metal jacket was very exceptional for the norm. Typically, when we use full metal jackets, our groups are at 1 inch or larger, and our hollow points give us a better group size. But this was right up there with some of the more accurate loads that I've tested. With all that being said, I'm gonna get the heck out of here. Don't tell my wife I was wearing a good work shirt today, but at the end of all my videos, I take a moment to thank all those who help make these possible. Number one is my Patreon and Subscribe Star fans. I have a link tree in the description below. Various different ways to contact me or support me. I have some affiliate links like for our Gators eyewear or to Palmetto State Armory or Sportsman's Guide. Number two is Sportsman's Guide, who had this for me to purchase to give you guys a review on. And of course, number three is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range.